y'all know what today is. It's the second day of 40 Days of Fashion. 40 Days of Fashion. Yeah. Yes. Oh my God. Y'all came back for day two? Oh my God. That must have like the day one, huh? Home. Today, I'm going to show y'all how to do French seams. Now, French seams are seams that are typically really strong and they're found on jeans, like you see like on the sides and on the inseams. But they're used because they're really strong seams and they help with that constant like tension and pressure and to just allow the fabric and the garment to be to last longer. You know, historically jeans they were like utility wear. You know, people wear it to work and everything, go work um very specific jobs that required them to have all these heavy tools and everything. And they needed something that's going to be strong and durable. So on top of that, in order to make sure that the jeans and pants were strong and durable, in addition to the selecting the correct fabric, they also had to make sure they secured the fabrics with a very strong seam. That is a French seam. I'll be using my best friend today. Say hi. Say hi to my brother SM3701. Yeah, we're going to be using that today. And for y'all who don't know how to use a brother, if y'all want a tutorial, or this brother in particular, if y'all want a tutorial, leave that in the comments for me. Okay. Let me know in the comments so I can make that video right quick. Okay. So these are the fabrics that I'm going to be using to demonstrate for y'all. I have like two 3x5 inch pieces of fabric. And what we're going to do is stitch them facing right sides together. See, they have like a other side or wrong side, which is like less decorative and a lighter color. And we have the right side, which is the darker color, more decorative side. So right side is kissing, I would like to say. And I didn't mark it yet, but I'm about to mark it for y'all. And we're going to do about like 1/2 inch seam. Just going vertical, 1/2 inch seam. So y'all, this is the little marking I made. Let's see. Yeah, this is the marking I made. 1/2 inch. If y'all want to do a little tad bit smaller, that's okay. If you want to do it a tad bit bigger, that's fine as well. But what you're going to do is you're going to go to your sewing machine and you're going to stitch on that line. So as y'all can see, I went ahead and stitched along that line we made. And I back stitched at each end. Now what we're going to do is open it on up. But before we open it up, we're just going to like do a little finger pressing to just have it flat like that. And have it like this. And after that, what we're going to do is like cut this part, like one of them down. It doesn't matter which one, but make sure you cut it down to where you're able to tell the difference between the two. So like the seams right here, and then like this is the other arc. So I'm gonna do half. As y'all can see now, I went ahead and graded that seam or that side, and you could tell the difference. There's this little flap, then there's still like this 1/2 inch, and then we're gonna fold this over. So this has to be folded over the longer part, and then it's gonna like tuck under the smaller part. And you can use a iron for this part, but my iron is not like on hand at the moment. And then you kind of just feel where you like fold it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the other 1/2 inch part side and we're going to fold that over the 1/4 of an inch. And then you're going to turn it over and make sure it's like flush against like the wrong side of the fabric. And then from the front, you're going to fill and stitch until you're done. So I went ahead and stitched another line so to kind of have the illusion of this seam right here that we stitched to put the two panels together. And then we have the stitching going vertical but parallel to the other one. And on the back, this is how it looks. We have our markings as well. It jammed up a little bit right here, but that's okay. But it's smooth right here. As you can see, those raw edges that we were dealing with, they're all encased in here, so there's no raw edges. Really clean, like on your jeans. Pretty simple to do. Front seams give that high quality look to your clothes. Do a little. It's really strong. I would say the most difficult part about doing one is making sure the part that's longer than the other one that we cut, makes sure that it's on there. But pressing will help with that. But it's supposed to be appealing to the eye. Similar to the Hong Kong finish, what we're going to do in another video. Well, that's really neat as well. Another way to really finish off those seams, those raw edges. We really don't want no raw edges. Raw edges detract from the whole view and quality visually. You know, like when you see some raw edges like this fraying and just coming apart, it just gives like they didn't try. You know, it makes you seem like what was the sewist doing, you know? And we don't want that. We don't want that look for our clothes. We want something that is going to last a long time, that's going to look as good as the day you bought it, and that's how you know you have very high quality clothing. That's rare nowadays, but hopefully we could try to get that back. I will rate for a beginner doing a French seam. It's not that difficult. I would say it's probably a 7. You know, like I said, the only issue is making sure that larger piece folds over the smaller one. Other than that, it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward, little to no issues. Now, there are, like the Hong Kong finish, that's relatively simple as well. I'll probably give that a 10 out of 10 for beginner sewists, hobbyists, whatever whatever your title is, however you indulge in sewing in the craft. I would say my machine, the Brother SM3701, is a pretty good machine. I've had it for a minute. Yeah, I've had it for some months, and it's really good. Now, I would say though, the industrial machine is much better than like a domestic machine. But that's just me, okay? That's just me. Now, of course, when you want to do all those special designs and the zigzag seams and the blind hems and all that, then that's when you want to use your domestic machine. Or if that's just simply all you can get because it's much more cheaper than the industrial one. You'll get an industrial machine at home. Child, we're looking at about over $1,000. Okay? Over $1,000 for an industrial machine. And sergers, as nice as they are and as convenient as they are for knit fabrics and just home projects and stuff that you want to work on to apply like those clean finishes similar to like the French seam or like a rolled hem. With those, you just do it on a machine with a rolled hem. You get you a rolled hem foot. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. If y'all like this video, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And stay tuned to day 3 of 40 Days of Fashion.